Josh Spiegel of Birch.
I'm so excited.
Have you ever planned a wedding where you just felt deep down
This may not work.
and then it didn't?
No. I'm so scary. Look at this face.
What's like a color you just really try to refrain from using because it just never looks good?
Seeing people's joy, it's like a drug. You just want to feel that every day.
Hi everybody, welcome to Call Her Tatty. Today I have a very special guest. He is in the production space. He's a wedding planner, a bar mitzvah planner, corporate planner. He just does everything. And I want to welcome Josh Spiegel of Birch.
Hey.
Josh, thank you so much for being here today.
I'm so excited to be here. I have to correct you though, even though we just started like 12 seconds ago, but technically just designer.
You're just a designer?
That's the title. Yeah, we don't really plan.
I feel like you're a whole like production.
We are that. That's for sure. I think a lot of people don't know the difference between an event planner and an event designer. And designers work with a lot of planners. Like, I'm not saying we've never planned anything, but our business is really design.
Okay.
And we work with like a lot of planners, which gives us a really cool angle because we know how so many people work. That wasn't English, but you know what I mean?
I do.
Just making sure we're on the same page here. We know how different types of people work and different styles of working, and it gives us the opportunity to have a broader range, which is really cool. So, yeah, flip that title.
Wow. You're Josh Spiegel, but sometimes you're also Josh Birch.
Yeah, my alter ego.
Your alter ego.
My alter ego is Birch. My kids think their last name is Birch. They're like, can we legally change our name to Birch? I'm like, if I wasn't an only son, I'd maybe think about it. But yeah, no, we're staying Spiegel for a while.
That would be a very cool last name.
Birch.
Birch.
Yeah, can you imagine Josh Birch? People do call me Josh B or JB or just Birch. And a lot of people don't even know that I have a last name, which is kind of cool because like Madonna-esque. But
Yeah.
like Birch.
Well, where did the name Birch come from?
I'm a commit quick kind of guy.
Okay.
So I saw a wallpaper. We were renaming the business about 13-ish years ago, and I partnered with Caroline, and it was really cool. It was really fun, and we were trying to figure out a name. My name before then was like super pretentious. It was Josh and Co. And because I'm like, I thought I needed my name in the business, in the name of the business. Otherwise, people wouldn't like recognize me. They wouldn't know me. And then one day we were sitting, I think it was like 2:00 in the morning, and we're looking at the wallpaper in the office, and it was Birch wallpaper. And I'm like, why don't we just do Birch? And she goes, like Tory Birch? I'm like, yeah, but with an I. Also, it's like, it's a tree. It kind of works. Flowers, trees, masculine, feminine vibes. And she's like, okay. And that's it. It just stuck.
Oh.
Birch, period.
Okay. It's a cool name.
I'm happy with it, honestly.
So you are an event designer.
Event designer, yeah. Event designer production company, if you want to like list it out.
Okay. We can get into all the nitty gritty.
We don't have to. It's okay. It doesn't really matter.
How did you get into the design space when I know you worked with your father?
Yeah.
Kind of.
No, definitely.
You worked with your father.
Balloons, yeah.
Balloons.
Balloons. That was the start of it all. My dad, balloon shop, turned into flower shop, turned into go to people's homes and do flowers for Shabbos, and then turned into people being annoyed about the process of making parties, turned into yes, figure it out, fail forward. And now here we are.
Was that something you wanted to do, like get into like a family business?
No, no. No, I didn't really think about much. I just graduated high school, so I was like, I needed to make money, and my dad's like, come work with me, and we shortly figured out that like we needed to do other things than just balloons for both of us, and yeah, flowers seemed like a very easy connection, flower and balloons, so that's how that happened, and then we just started rolling from there. 19 years later, I'm on your podcast. How cool am I?
You're pretty cool.
Thanks.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I look at the events that you put on Instagram. I mean, the ones I guess I can see.
Yeah, those are good ones.
And I'm just like, holy, like these are so over the top. They're so unique.
Thank you.
And I'm sure there are many people out there, like myself, who are so curious to know like all the little details that it takes to like create such magnificent events, weddings, bar mitzvahs, parties. And I guess the behind the scenes that nobody talks about, or like, I guess we're just unaware.
I try very hard to show a lot of the behind the scenes, minus like a few tears and a couple of curse words, a lot of curse words. There's a lot behind the scenes. I mean, the reality is this, is that what we do is like opening night every night. Like we don't get a chance to mess it up, and we have messed it up plenty of times, but like that's not, when you're at the stage that we're at right now, and I would say even like, way back when, I think it was super important to get it right. You can't repeat this day. You can't repeat this momentous occasion. You don't get married twice. You don't have 2 bar mitzvahs. It just doesn't happen. So like, if you don't get it right, it's like live TV. I mean, that's kind of the way we look at it. We look at it as opening night every night. And though a lot of things go wrong, and they go wrong all the time, how you catch the ball is like super important. And what we look for, like even with anyone who's working with us, is what your integrity looks like, how strong you are under pressure, and how do you move on when things start working, running away from you. And seemingly like a little bit of a superpower, but there's a lot that you guys don't see. And I wish we were able to show more of it, but then I think it would panic people. That's the bigger problem. Like we would show more of it, but I think it would make people very nervous.
Well, I will correct you on one thing.
Uh-oh.
There are many people who have more than one wedding.
This is true.
So you could technically have like a bride and then see her again like 10 years later.
We
You're
have.
like,
We
"What's up?"
have.
You've done double weddings.
We've done double weddings with the same people.
And how is that?
I mean, it was totally cool, totally fun. I knew them already. I knew what we didn't want to do. So
you're like, okay,
we
so-
went straight into like the better. I don't know if we could say things like that, but honestly, the 2.0 version.
Do you find that the repeat brides or grooms that you've worked with, now that you worked with them on their first wedding and now you're going to the second wedding, do they shift in their priorities in the wedding? Or is it like the same old like shebang?
I think it's personal, right? Some people value a good party, and some people are like, well, that wasn't the purpose or the essence of my first marriage or whatever it may be. And I think people who value a good party and memories, I mean, that memory doesn't go away. Your joy that you had that day doesn't go away. Your experience with your friends that day doesn't go away. Maybe the spouse went away. I don't know, maybe, but
Sometimes that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm not here to judge. Yes, no, no, whatever. But like, make another party. I'm down. Let's go.
What's the craziest request a bride has ever had that you were just like, what is this girl
That I could say out loud? I had a bride once that asked us, and we didn't do this, just putting it out there, we did not do this. We didn't because PETA. But we did get a request to get like mini horses, like these baby, like, I don't know what they're called.
Little ponies?
But they weren't ponies.
Like,
They're like
micro horses?
micro horses, maybe.
Okay,
I
I know
guess
what
that's
you're
what it's called.
talking about.
And she wanted us to like dye them a color or colors, and then like shave their hair to like look like stars and things, and their logo. And we spoke about it for a minute, and then another minute, and then we're like, can we do this? We can't do this.
This sounds like
And then
something like a Lisa Frank sticker book would have.
It probably would.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
that's
like
so
My Little Pony
creepy.
done personalized. It's kind of crazy. We never did it. We didn't do it, but it was a very interesting request to say the least. But other than that, most of our brides are within reason.
They're
I
not
want to say.
bridezillas.
I didn't say that. I mean,
Oh,
we'd have
okay.
plenty of bridezillas, but they're definitely within reason.
Okay. So nothing like.
Not like the ponies or nothing like crazy. Like I want to come down from like, I don't know, a parachute that says
Or like the ropes.
getting married. Yeah, someone did have one time they wanted to do a really interesting entrance from the sky. And I'm like, I just think that like logistically that doesn't really work with a dress.
Right. Because you have to be like in a harness.
Harness and whatnot.
And then they're
Also,
going to be like
this-
Chris Brown, like swinging across the stadium.
But I
and
mean,
it's gonna,
today,
like,
right now, with all the shows that are happening, I think their cords are getting cut somewhere. I don't know if you see that like every single day on Instagram. Like Beyonce's horse
Right,
or
and,
thing
like, Katy
fell.
Perry.
Katy Perry's fell. I think Pink's fell at one point. I would be
Yeah.
scared out of my mind. Not my thing.
like-
Keep me on the ground.
The ground is pretty safe.
I feel that way. Yeah.
With weddings, you have to deal with not just one family. You got to deal with 2 families.
Oh, yeah.
Unless there's one family who's paying for the whole thing and they're.
But even then, there's 2 families.
So everyone has like their own
Yeah.
opinions and flavors and
Everything.
tastes. And how often are you a therapist?
Well, I think how often am I a designer is probably the better question.
No, a therapist, because I'm sure you have to deal with people who are a little loco sometimes.
Even if they're not, I think it's an emotional time, right?
course
so
it
people are losing their mind no matter what. A lot of the time, I would say we're playing playing in the middle, trying to be as strategic and smart as possible. It's an emotional day. Years and years and years ago, I messed up and said the wrong thing to the wrong person, and it opened up a lot of really bad things. And I realized in that moment that my job was beyond making a very pretty event for someone. I realized in that moment that my job is actually to get people to the wedding and not mess it up. So I started being very conscious about what I said. But I do think that anyone who's in the industry of like being a therapist or, you know, some form of work like that, I think this could be their calling at some point. It's an important
Maybe there
role.
should be like an on-site therapist.
I feel like we are the on-site therapist.
Right. Or
I can't
somebody who
always
could
say
just
that.
apply medication when needed.
Oh, we can't do that. We
Right.
can't do that. We don't do
Well,
that.
you can, maybe you should bring a doctor. Like, be like, oh, we can, like,
I think the families that
arrange
need that probably have that.
Right.
I've seen some of that.
Or maybe that's just like, I don't know.
That's a good upsell. We should probably work on that.
I think that's a great idea. Like, imagine like handing Xannies to like a mother-in-law. Oh my
I mean,
God.
I can't imagine. I imagine that quite often. I do, but we can't actually.
Right.
You know, the legal stuff. If you think
Right.
pedo is bad.
Right. I mean, whatever. I mean, maybe rolling joints at like a wedding.
I feel like our
that
guests.
something that-
I think our guests do that enough. They don't need us.
Oh, they
for
don't need it.
They
But it
don't
would be
need
so
us.
cute with like a little like logo. Or,
They
like,
do
a
that
little,
too.
like-
There's plenty of people who do that too. It's kind of crazy right now. There's a lot going on at weddings and events.
When it comes to weddings, it's no secret you're not cheap.
Okay. I guess not. Not now.
I mean, you're in the luxury.
It was a secret. It's no longer a secret.
I mean, the productions, the weddings, the parties that you design,
Yeah. There's something.
they're spectacular.
Thank you.
And I don't think anyone for a second would think that those would be like considered, I'm not going to say normal, but like they're very high end.
They are. Yeah. There's no question about that.
So when people come to you and they say, okay, this is my budget, and it's a budget you can work with,
Most of the time, it's a budget we can work with. People are scared, more scared than they should be, shockingly.
what, scared to like,
Call us and ask and just say, oh, this is my budget. People get very nervous about budgets.
really?
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, I do understand. It's like I've heard people who have a very nice, sizable budget. They're like, oh, I was afraid to call you. And I'm like, I have a very strong theory in life where, like, if you ask a question, you may move forward a little bit. And if you don't, then you kind of just stay in the same place. You're never really going backwards. So if you want something, why not ask for it? Is kind of like my theory.
Right.
I'm a big asker.
Maybe you're just very intimidating.
I'm so scary. Look at this face. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this.
When you do have these families that call you or
Yeah.
couples that call you and they say, this is our budget, and it could be $1 million
Okay,
that they
yeah.
have to spend.
Which is a lot.
Which it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to spend on a wedding, a bar mitzvah, something,
Birthday party.
birthday party.
Birthday parties are hot right now.
Really? To
People
go
are
all
celebrating.
out?
Yeah, people are celebrating. As they should. Life is for celebration.
It is.
So why not? So birthdays are kind of like a really hot thing for us this year. Sorry to like hijack your question.
No, I just.
But birthdays are like birthdays are everything. I might have said birthdays
Are
too
those
many
more
times.
fun to plan than weddings?
I think birthdays are. Oh my gosh! Wow, you're gonna have to like edit the birthday. You should turn birthdays into a curse word and just like bleep it out on this show right now because I've said it so many damn times. They are the best parties because there's less emotion in them. People are willing to let loose a little bit more. It's a much smaller crowd, so you're dealing with 20 to 100, maybe 150 people. It's a lot more personal. And it's much more selfish. Like, it's about you, things you love. You take into consideration nobody else. It's actually funny. I tell people all the time, like, you should spend more money on your bar and bat mitzvahs than you should on your weddings.
I agree with that. I was just telling Zoli that because, I mean, listen, life happens sometimes and like your marriages don't always work out, but you'll never like regret a nice bar mitzvah and a bat mitzvah. And that's
For
for the
kid.
kid. And like the kid will remember that for the rest of their life.
But so will you, and so will your other kids. Like,
Yeah.
and so will your families, and so will your parents, and so will your aunts and uncles. Like, your family at your bar and bat mitzvahs are like they're yours, just like a birthday party. It's the same idea.
Right.
You don't have to consult with anyone. You don't have to take anyone's emotions into consideration. You don't have to be like mindful. You can just do you. And I love doing me.
I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Like, I think like you'll never regret making a bar mitzvah. You can regret making a wedding.
But we're not gonna push it that far.
I'm just saying,
I don't even think it's
like,
about that. Some
there
people,
are people.
some people, yes, some marriages don't work out, but that's not the reason not to make a great party. I think you can make a great party, but no matter what you do, you're still taking into consideration another side. And there's always a sensitivity to that. Whether one side's paying for it or not, it makes no difference. At the end of the day, they're still taking into consideration the comfort of the other people, as they should. Yeah. And our job is to literally marry both people's aesthetics so that everyone feels comfortable and enjoying that event. When it's your party, do what you want.
Right.
Nobody to consider. If your mom
now I have a follow-up question on this.
If your mom doesn't like it, like, don't come. Just saying. Does that mean? I don't know.
No.
What's your follow-up question? I'm excited.
My original follow-up question from before we got into the birthdays was, have you ever had a time where someone just wanted to spend too much on something specific that just didn't make sense?
Always. I think it's very interesting. It's like, I guess when building a house, it's kind of similar. Like some parts of your house are worth more to you than others. But imagine someone like really wanted to go ham on like, do people say ham anymore?
Yes, we say ham.
Like getting a hate from my kids later. They're gonna be like, "What'd you say, Dad?" On a basement, like a ladder growing up. I don't know, some tree house in the back of their house, and they're obsessed with it because at that point in their life, their kid is 9 years old, and they want them to have the best tree house. This is a dumb example. I don't even know why I went there, but whatever. I think you understand.
Or somebody who just wants like a really nice powder room.
That I could understand though, because it's being used so much.
Okay.
But as a designer, I would say, hey, don't put your money there. If it's limited at any, which it's always limited. There's no endless budgets. Better to spend it in a place that people appreciate. But then I have clients who say to me, like, I don't care. Like, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. And I think that's totally cool too. Like, people will spend $1,000 on an Irish linen that in some cases look like polyester. And people are like, you can get it for $15 or $980. And people will choose the $980 because they know the value of the linen, which is kind of cool that they have that kind of confidence. So it's like, do I want to be them? Do I not want to be them? I want to be them. I think. I was like, I don't even know. That was like one of those pick a petal things.
Have you ever planned a wedding where you just felt deep down,
This may not work.
this is not going to ever last? Like, you just know it. And then you called it. And then it didn't last.
No. How close does this thing zoom in on one's face to see if you're telling the truth? Listen, yeah, I mean, I think there are some people just, yes, there's been some really trying times and it sucks, but who am I,
I mean, I know you're not going to agree with what I have to say, but a pretty big attorney on Instagram has a very short clip. We could pull it up.
What's the clip say? Are we going to watch it?
It's going to be a little detrimental to your business.
Oh, gosh.
Maybe.
Nobody pay attention.
Let's pull it.
One of the biggest indicators of getting a divorce is how much money you spent on the wedding.
What
Couples
the
who
hell
spent
is that?
more
Come
than
on.
$20,000 on their wedding were 46% more likely to get a divorce. Couples
Where's this
who
woman?
spent
Like, where does she
less
live?
than
Florida?
$1,000 on their
Maybe
wedding
that's it.
were 53% less likely to get a divorce.
Why?
To all the bougie brides out there, this is a lesson. The amount of money that you spend on your wedding might be detrimental
my.
to your marriage.
Disagree with this?
Wait,
I mean,
okay,
like,
wait,
how
pause.
do we even like?
Okay,
okay,
let's hear your
I don't even
spiel.
know. Like, I don't even know how that. Like, I guess there are stats for everything, right? But like, that's a little, like, that's gonna like
That's
decide.
aggressive.
I can't imagine that it really has anything to do with it. Like, why does that matter? Like, if you have a blowout wedding, does that mean that you have more chances again? That's weird. I've done some really amazing weddings for amazing people who, and now I'm doing their kids' bar mitzvahs, and like, I've married off. Did I marry off? No, that's a complete lie. I married off a kid whose bar mitzvah I did this backwards. But the point is like, I know plenty of people who've done amazing events, and they're very happy. And we should bring her on the show.
I think we should.
We should do this together. Let her yell at me. In my face. I'm just going to look at her like, are you done, Karen? What? Is that her name?
No,
Don't
her
say
name
her
is
name.
Denise.
I don't know if you're supposed to say it.
That's okay.
We don't care.
It's public.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That makes sense.
It's funny because I feel like I would assume most of the weddings that you make, especially for the Jewish community,
Yeah.
the parents are paying for it,
Yes.
not the actual kids. So
The kids are not, correct.
So it's a party for the parents.
Yeah, I mean, why not? You're
I mean,
celebrating marrying off your kid. I
My
think it's a
first
huge
wedding
achievement.
was a definitely a party for my parents.
Was it fun?
It was beautiful. It was
That's
fun.
great.
It was great. Probably didn't end the way we all wanted it to end out, but like that's just
The
life.
actual wedding or like life?
No, life.
Okay, but the
no,
wedding
but the
was great.
wedding was like
The wedding was good.
top notch. I had a great party planner. Unfortunately, she is no longer with us.
Oh, man. Yikes.
She was such a beautiful person and like so sweet. But she was like so into it. The only thing I was allowed to choose though was the tablecloth linens, and I wanted everything black and white because it was like the Kim
Cool at the
Kardashian
time. Yeah.
era of when she married Chris Humphries. So like I just
remember
wanted
that.
everything like her.
Yeah, I did too.
And then I look back and I'm like, good thing I had another wedding after that. And then I like changed the colors.
Redo.
No, because like I love the whole black and white concept, but it just felt like very like
Sterile.
like 2012s, like
It was
that,
2012.
that vibe,
That era.
And then everything started becoming very blush and very
Yeah, very
like,
soft and romantic. And then Taylor Swift became a thing.
yes,
And then everything became enchanted and
yes.
romantic.
I'm not a Swiftie, but I can understand why some girls like the vibe.
People like the
Yeah,
vibe. It's
people
not just
like-
girls.
Yeah, people like the vibe.
My office are all Swifties.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Does
like a
it?
thing.
Do you like that or no?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really bother me so much. We do a lot of like, we're big deep house people.
Mm-hmm.
So our office is always like really high energy. But everyone's a Swiftie. Everyone's Britney. It's pretty.
Has
pretty
anyone
intense.
ever asked to get Taylor Swift for their event?
No one that I've ever, nobody has. I think it's so far fetched that nobody would even ask.
Really?
I just think it's too far away. Like Lady Gaga, yes.
Right.
You know,
Justin
everybody-
Bieber?
Justin Bieber, no.
Maybe not now.
Maybe back then. I don't know.
Yeah.
John Legend, yes. Elton
Right.
John, yes. You
Right.
know, the Eagles, shockingly, yes.
Okay.
No offense to the Eagle fans out there, but like, come on.
Rappers? Any rappers?
Oh yeah, we did lots of rappers. 50
I feel like
Cent.
rappers are like at bar mitzvahs all the time.
They
now.
are. 50 Cent. I don't know if I said that right. We've had Nelly,
Usher?
Neo. Never had Usher. Usher's a big deal.
Well, he's like in Vegas now.
I did
right?
Usher's Met Gala after party though.
Oh, really? How
It's
was
gotta count
that?
for something. They didn't let me go, but it was it was cool. It was cool to say, but it was something. But we never had Usher at a party ever.
Really?
I'm trying to think of anybody else. There were a bunch of people, some peeps.
For the bride who is trying to figure out everything, what her bridesmaids want, what color they're going to wear, what color she wants to choose for the wedding, because I'm sure brides have like a color palette they want to choose.
Everyone wants a color palette.
What's like a color you just really try to refrain from using because it just never looks good? Like
I don't
on
like
people
I
or
don't
on
like
the venue.
sterile colors. I don't like when you take hot pink and mix it with white. Like that to me is like
Yeah.
it's a lot. Pink and white weddings specifically can lean a little
Like pink
iffy.
pink or like blush?
pink. The blush works because it's
Okay.
tonal. It could be like nice and beautiful, like a little off shade of your
This
jacket.
would look like bubble gum.
It is bubblegum. It's a good color. It's like distress. It's super
But
cool.
this in a wedding would be horrendous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen-
Especially like
I've
if
seen
there's like
people-
any polyester like in this color.
No,
God,
yeah, fabrics matter at this point. But
Right.
I think pink is like one of the pinks and lavenders are colors that I tend to like need to figure out a balance on how to make it feel cohesive and not like choppy.
I hear that.
Yeah. They just pissed off a lot of people.
Well, you know what? I think there
It
are
is what it
people
is.
out there who hire you for your eye and they want your opinion. And if
Yeah.
I was spending a ton of money on a wedding or on a party and I was choosing something and you would say, Chava, like that's really not going to translate well. Like
I wouldn't say
would
that. I wouldn't say
appreciate
that nicely. I would be like, no. I'm very firm with like when I'm really strong opinion on something. I'm just like, no, we're not doing that. And they're like, but I'm like, it's just not. It's not happening. Not because I don't like you, and not because I don't like your taste. It just can't happen because it's just not right. There's right, and then there's not right. It's correct and incorrect. We have to go with correct.
What's the biggest mess up at a wedding that you knew about but went unnoticed?
Ooh. That's a question I should have prepared for. That went unnoticed. I guess I feel like everything goes noticed, so that like eats at me. I don't know specifically about something that's not unnoticed. This was one that went off. Like fireworks went off during the dad's speech, but that was very noticed. I don't know something that didn't go off noticed.
Maybe that was on purpose.
It wasn't.
Oh.
I remember everyone got really mad. It wasn't my call, thankfully. And the planner and I are very good friends, and we laugh about it all the time. But that was not cute. Not when you could only do fireworks once. Like it's not like you get a
Right.
redo. You can't stop them, and everyone's in the tent and speeches are happening. I don't know. I feel like maybe during COVID, there were probably a lot of things that didn't show up that should have shown up, or things that went wrong that people probably didn't notice because nobody cared then. Everyone was just happy to be celebrating if they were able to celebrate.
Right.
So probably then I would assume more things went bad, but I don't have anything specific in my head.
Were COVID weddings generally easier to deal with because you knew you were dealing with a smaller crowd?
COVID was amazing. I mean, no, I can't. COVID was not amazing for COVID. Okay, let me take that back. I want to clarify my statement. COVID was not amazing. COVID events, when we did them correctly, because we did do them correctly, there were a lot of laws to follow, which we did. In all the states that allowed us to party, we did party rightfully, just to clarify. But they were easier, and it was great because people were so happy to celebrate. It's the same thing we felt in 2021 and even into 2022 with all the COVID weddings that were pushed. People were just so happy to be together again that the nuances and the finicky details and the things that didn't matter as much just didn't matter as much. And that felt... It gave us more creative freedom. It gave us a little bit more life and a little bit more flexibility in designing, when today everything is very, very specific, especially with AI and everything that's happening online, and you being able to see people's weddings within seconds. We have to be very conscious of the way people see our proposals and what they expect based on that. And there's a lot less room for creative design on site.
I mean,
I hope I did that right.
No,
I think I did okay.
I think that people's expectations probably just went through the roof after COVID, because it's like, okay, now we're back to like normal life. And
no, I think it was the opposite. I think people's
Really?
expectations were like, who cares? We're just so happy to be dancing and touching each other.
right, but now,
Now it's like,
now people are like, we expect this to be done this way, this to be done this way.
and we expect you to wear this at this party and look like this and make sure you follow this. And by the way, I'm definitely pro that, but there's a lot more specificity in the parties.
Right. Well, what's interesting is the last time I saw you here in Miami, you were planning some like last minute wedding.
Was that the last time you saw me?
Yes. And you were like, this is like you had to plan this thing in like
Weeks. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. That was one of the largest weddings we've ever done in the shortest amount of time. In the shortest amount of time to set up. I think it was 11 hours, and it was more flowers than we've ever done at an event to date. And it was crazy. I mean, that was really batshit crazy.
I remember because we went for dinner,
And I was
and then
stressing
you
out
just,
the whole time.
I think you left straight back to the
party.
venue.
We lived there. We rented out another venue to build the wedding at that venue in order to bring everything over, because in 15-minute intervals for the sake of time, in order to make sure the wedding was set. It was chaotic in the best way. It was the coolest thing I've ever done. One of the coolest things I've ever done. It was unbelievable. It was really something I was very proud of that.
How many weeks was it from the
I think
time you were
I think
hired
it was less
until
than 5 weeks.
Less than 5
We've gotten that a little bit. We did a wedding in south of France, less than 5 weeks, also for like 500 people. We're very good at last minute parties. If you have a last minute party, hit us up.
How do you get those done?
Well, why not? I think.
No, but
I think
how?
that,
Like, if you have like, let's say you have 4 weeks to prepare this like extravagant over the top, where you're gonna have to import flowers from this country,
Yeah.
and get these types of
Flexibility.
shtick and whatever.
Yeah. You just can't get everything, so you have to decide, be decisive, and move on. It's like a bris. Bris is 8 days, right?
Right. I mean, we all know it's gonna happen. It's gonna get cut whether you like it or not.
Well, they don't know if they're having a boy. I don't think they're worried
I
about
feel like
whether it's
most
getting
people
cut.
know they're having a boy.
No, not really. I just did a big bris the other day, and they had no idea.
They had no idea that
No
they're having
idea.
a boy.
And we had to do this crazy turnover between 2 weddings at a venue, and it was not normal. It was so cool and validating when it was done, but stress as hell going through it. But I think when you have a yes attitude, you could just do stuff, and then you're as long as you're communicating expectation management is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And you're going back to your client being like, I would love to do this, but I can't do this. It gives us that,
Well, wouldn't you also need like a yes budget?
Not always.
to get, certain things done?
Yes, more budget, meaning you have to be more flexible in those situations, or the client has to be very decisive up front, tell you what they're spending up front, which a lot of people don't like to do.
Right.
And then we just have to manage internally. And if we mess up, that's on us.
Have you ever walked out on a wedding
No, I don't think so.
where
I
like
wanted to. I dreamt of it. But I have not to date. listen, at the end of the day, like every performer, right? This is our job. And we love what we do for a reason. We do what we do for a reason. And we're not responsible for a situation. We're responsible for the way that we handle it. So, and I think that's a good life lesson. There you go. Now your show's inspiring.
It wasn't meant to inspire, but if it is, great.
I'm just saying, like, it is a good life lesson. Like, if you respond to a situation well, then that's on you. If you don't, then that's also on you. So I think in our world, like, we have to walk away at the end of the day holding our head up high. We know that, we're not the sum of one event, so we can't allow ourselves to act a certain way. Just like a server at a restaurant, just like a hotelier at a fancy hotel. Like, you can't respond just because someone's terrible to you or yelling at you or makes you feel small or whatever it may be. You signed up, you said yes, you're a big boy, put your big boy pants on and go do the job.
Will you ever turn down a job?
Period.
If like someone comes to you, says, I want you to do this party, but these seem like almost impossible to work with.
Yeah, I've walked away from projects because of people's reputation, actually. Like, people don't realize the industry's small. If you made parties before, people know. And how you act to your team, how you act to your planners, how you act to the venues, like, it carries on beyond you. And it just gets heard about. Not that people are gossiping, that's not what anyone's doing, but like, when your name comes up, you're interviewing a bunch of people, so people are asking around. And if you're not kind, then there's a good chance that people might turn you down. And we have done that before. Not often, but we have.
I mean,
we get abused sometimes.
I'm sure
It's
you guys
emotional.
do.
It's emotional for people. People are stressed.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can't imagine being under that much stress. Plus, you have like a team of people.
So many people.
And it's like,
stressful.
You need all those hands on deck.
And we need them to buy into the client too. They need to love the process also. They love what they do. They didn't love what they do, they couldn't do it. So like, it's a lot, but it's so fun. And then look at the results. There are very few jobs, I would say, very few careers, very few opportunities where you get to see something through fruition like really quickly. So it's a year, 6 months, 5 weeks, 8 days, whatever it may be, and you get to see it. There's a start, there's a middle, and there's an end, and you get to reap the benefits of it. And not like when you build a house and it takes 5 years. Like, you're getting this out pretty quickly from your mind. And the whole idea is to be like creative and close to trend, or at least current enough to be like cool and relevant. So, I mean, we get to have so much fun. We're so lucky.
So you design weddings, obviously, in the Jewish world. You do weddings in the non-Jewish world. You
Correct.
have so many
Kosher, not kosher.
Yeah, you have so many different types of clients. But I'm sure you've done other weddings where they have other traditions, other ceremonies, and like, I don't, maybe.
So cool.
Can you walk into, let's say, like an Indian wedding and know exactly what's going to happen?
Oh yeah, now yes, 100%. It took me a minute, but I got there. I think in general, the multicultural ceremonies are very interesting to be a part of and to watch. It's like, it's literally watching, like, I guess the way people would probably look at us, right? Like, our traditions from years and years and years come to life in like such a short amount of time. I think it's so inspiring. It's so interesting. It's so deep. And I'm like, hells yeah. The crazy part is that most of the time at these parties, people like come over to me, even at like Hindu ceremonies, they'll be like, oh, Rabbi, what are you doing here? I'm like, what? Like, why would there be a rabbi at this party? Like, tell me why there would be a rabbi at this party. Both sides are Hindu. Like, what are you talking about? And they're like, well, why are you here? I'm like, well, someone had to decorate the cake. So that's what brought me.
I've been to one wedding where the girl, she was Chinese, she converted, but her family was, still, I don't even know what religion they were practicing, but they did a lot of Chinese traditional dances.
Tea ceremonies.
Beautiful. She wore a red dress.
Yep.
And I found it like so interesting. It was totally foreign to like the Jewish.
Yeah, it is. It's
world.
Very interesting. But I think in general, it's like that across the board. Like, if you're Chinese and you grew up, in Asia anywhere, and that was your tradition, and you come to the Western world and you just start seeing people stand up there and say vows, I love you, and kiss the bride, like, that's also weird. Like,
right.
It's so cool that there's so many different traditions and, beautiful ceremonies out there. Honestly, I've been very fortunate to see a lot, and I'm always like, teach me, Teach me your ways. Interesting.
When it comes to designing stages, chuppahs, mechitzas, how do you integrate what's trendy with like halacha and like I'm sure you
I love the halachic questions. They always
only
come
because I'm sure there's going to be some really from father who's going to be like, you can have what you want, but the mechitza has to be this thick and this high, and the chuppah has to be like this, and then I don't want the girls and the boys dancing together, and then like you want to make sure the mechitza's not going to get moved after the first dance.
You even got the tone down. You like got the whole thing going.
I grew up very high.
I get it. I like it. I like it. I actually was at a wedding once where this is the craziest situation, like out of a movie. I'm standing up. It was such a beautiful wedding. It was a modern Orthodox wedding. We did a mechitza because the kids just came back from Israel. Super religious, boys and girls like, we don't want to dance on each other's side. Fine. Families never had a mechitza at a party before in their life. And I get up there and I'm like, I'm watching it from above. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful to watch the boys dance with the boys. It was beautiful to watch the girls. It was so Labor Day. It was so happening. And I was really enjoying it. Another wedding was coming up where I was doing for another person in the same community, and both sides were at the wedding, and one side was super modern and one side was super yeshivish. And they came over to me at the wedding, and they're like, first the bride's mother came over to me at the wedding, and she literally out of a movie, she looks at me, she goes, Josh, if you put a mechitza at my wedding, you're not getting paid. And walks away. She's like, do you see this? I don't want this. Put a mechitza at my wedding, you're not getting paid. Walks away. I'm like, okay. 2 seconds later, I'm not even exaggerating, I think they planned this. The groom's father comes over to me at the same wedding, at the same moment, literally 20 seconds later, not even 20 seconds later, and he goes, Josh, you see how beautiful this is? He goes, if there's not a mechitza the entire time at my wedding, you're not getting paid. And walks away. And I literally just remember saying to myself, this is such a beautiful conflict to have. Like, it's so interesting. In the end, we did a mechitza that moved. It never moved, but it was capable of moving. So I won. And I got paid.
But I think
Thank
people
you.
don't understand is that if you don't want a mechitza, just go around the mechitza, then there's no mechitza.
People do that, but the problem is then the side's so small. And when you're a party crowd and you're used to not having a mechitza, it's taking up the whole dance floor. Like,
So
it feels crowded.
You know what could be a really interesting concept?
A 4-way mechitza?
Like a 3-way. Like you have mixed, men's, women's. Like a T. You could build it like
I would
a
go
T.
with like a peace symbol, right? So
Right.
you have the opening is
Like
like
a fork
by
in
the
the road,
band,
yeah.
like by the band.
Right.
Everyone dance mixed there, and then you have a tail, boys, girls. Honestly, maybe we just started something new.
I think that would be
We'll
really...
call it the Chava,
Oh, God.
the peace sign. That is actually a very good
Not
idea.
Tati approved. I think it's actually a great idea because then everyone's happy.
I know it just takes up too much room, and nobody has room in their venues. In a religious wedding, when there's 900 people there, where's there space for it?
I mean, I guess if you're getting married like in a hall,
Yeah.
you don't really have a lot of space.
Anywhere really, in a 500, 600 person wedding in New York.
Have you ever done weddings in those like halls where it's like one-stop shop?
Yeah,
How does that work? Because I feel like it's a factory.
it is. It's cool. I mean, it was at my beginning days. I mean, I think my wedding, my biggest, highest ticket wedding at the time was like $1,500.
Wow.
Yep, you heard it. You heard it here first. And it was fake flowers. And I reused them all the time.
Those were fake flowers? They used fake flowers?
No, back in the day, yeah. That's
Wow.
what we did. Because that was like, in Borough Park, that's like, was everything. It was silk
Right.
flowers on rotation.
Right, because they had a
You
wedding
had
like
4 different
every night.
styles, choose which one. I did that for a minute. It was cool. I had lavender and white and burgundy and gold. It was interesting. We grew up.
Quite the colors.
It was. Talk about colors I don't like.
Okay, let's get some juicy questions.
Okay,
out of the
let's do
way.
it. Let's do it.
Okay. Did you ever find out a family secret by accident?
Yeah, a lot of times. We're in like spaces where people get very comfortable very quick.
A little too comfortable.
I don't know if it's too, because the truth is like everything we hear, like we have to be very smart about. Like we don't go home and gossip about. We can't do that.
Right.
Because then our reputation would be ruined, and it wouldn't be. It's a very personal time, and we're in a lot of personal space, so we hear a lot of personal things.
Right.
You're not going to ask me to share anything, are you?
No.
Okay, just tell
I'm
me
not going to
something.
ask you to share anything in
I
particular.
mean, you could, but that's when I would go like, can't do that.
Well, have you ever made a wedding where the feds showed up and took somebody?
Ooh. I kind of feel like I should say yes to that question. I
knew it.
feel like I should say yes to that question. I don't remember specifically, but there is a good chance that happened. I I want to say probably.
Yeah.
I don't know about the feds. Could it just be the cops?
I mean, the cops, I don't know, people acting out.
We've had
Causing
cops for sure.
problems.
I don't know that we've had feds. We might have had feds, but
Feds know where to go
yeah, I don't think we've had. I don't know. I
because
don't think so.
they'll track you.
We've done a lot of events,
I'm
like a lot. So
I-
I don't know.
okay. We're gonna do a little rapid fire.
Go for it.
What's the most overrated wedding trend?
What's not the most overrated wedding trend? Everything that's a trend is an overrated wedding trend.
Current right now.
Ooh, draping tables. I'm over it.
Draping tables.
Yeah, it's very in right now. Get fabric and just zhuzh it up over the tables. It's not for me. I'm over it.
I'm like unfamiliar.
Chava, I'll show you everything.
Okay.
We'll show you everything. But I think that's overrated right now.
What's the craziest or most unconventional venue you've ever made a party at?
Ooh, I guess cool fortress, top of India. A fortress, that was very cool.
How did you get there?
It was very difficult. It was a very steep, very, very scary ride up to the top of that.
Was there like electricity?
No, we had, I don't remember how many, I don't know, 100,000 candles. I don't remember the number to light up the venue. I
What
mean,
about
we
like
brought in-
toilets and like?
I don't know what happened to toilets. I don't remember the toilets.
Well, you're gonna, like,
there
drop porta potties?
No, there was a toilet, but it was far. It was like at the very beginning of the entrance of the fortress. So you had to go all the way back if you needed to use the restroom.
So how long did it take you to get up the mountain?
I think it was 35 minutes on a bus.
Holy.
Yeah, it was intense, but cool.
What's your favorite flower to work with?
Ooh, today, I mean, I love peonies. Peonies is
Okay.
always my favorite flower. It's
They're
just what it
pretty.
is, yeah. Oh gosh.
I'm gonna ask you a question, but
Oh, no.
you can just decline to answer. What's the worst venue to work out of?
Oh yeah, definitely declining that question.
Well, what about a type? Could it be a personal home or something?
No, I love homes. I would say probably like iconic, like really cool, like museums, for example.
You
are
don't like
very,
working?
I love them, but they're so hard to work in.
Why? They have rules.
Tight timelines, very, very strict rules. But at the end of the day, once the event comes out, like those are the pictures that people die for.
Yeah.
So on that side, I love it, but it's always very stressful.
Right.
But I'm down for it.
Who has better taste, Ashkenazim or Sephardim?
Depends what your taste is. We'll leave it at that. I don't know. I think like some
Well, who throws a better party?
Sephardic
Yeah.
weddings are usually crazier,
Yeah.
but that's because they're usually mixed dancing.
There's mixed dancing.
And like I feel like at Ashkenaz most of the time it's not, so that
Right.
creates a little bit of a holdback situation. Also, Ashkenaz is way more formal.
Really?
There's a sit down, there's a whole thing. There's like you
And Sephardim don't have
get up,
that?
sit down, get up, sit down. No, Sephardic people you like get married and you just dance the whole night. You want to eat, like be that guy, sit on the side and party.
Oh.
Everyone else is just partying the whole time and just drinking. So it's like just a different vibe. That wasn't really a fair answer, but you guys got it.
What's one thing no one should ever do at a wedding, but people still do it?
Get wasted? Is that fair? Sorry, that was a good one, but it's a real one. You're like thinking like trend wise.
No, that's I was hoping you weren't going to say that.
What were you hoping I was going to
Guilty.
say? Maybe I'll concur or not.
I mean, I would say maybe like hard drugs, but drinking is probably like in the same.
Hard drugs is
category.
definitely showing up quite a bit.
Crazy.
But I would say don't get crazy.
Well,
People are getting
people are doing like
crazy.
LSD and Molly at weddings.
Yeah, and all other things. It's a wild party till 6, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Mushrooms.
It's so
Sure, it's
fun.
more fun that way, actually.
Oh, as a bystander, you're just watching. It's hilarious. It's amazing. I love it.
No, I'm saying being the person on mushrooms.
Oh, I don't know. I can't
Oh my
speak to
God,
that.
can you
Never
imagine
done that, so I
with
don't
all
know.
of your lights and a performer?
I'm sure they're having the best
and-
time.
Oh my God, with a
I've
disco
never
ball.
experienced.
Woof, that's a good
Happy
time.
to say, I guess.
Okay. What ruins more weddings? Gown fails or makeup fails?
Oh my God, Oh, that's a good question, actually. I felt so confident in my answer for a second, but then I'm like, I've seen some pretty bad gowns and I've seen some pretty bad makeup. Is it equal?
Could be.
It could be.
Could
Because
be.
someone could get the gown right and the face wrong. I don't know.
Aye.
It's so mad and so mean.
All right, let's just clarify one thing for our viewers because
Sure.
I've been to countless weddings and a lot of people will put on the imitation black tie and then you show up and it's not black tie. Can you explain what black tie is?
In the real world,
Yes, in the real world.
the
Not
real
what, not
world.
what people assume it is, but like, what is black tie?
Black tie is a black tie formal affair. So like you could either wear a black tie or you could wear a black bow tie. It's a dressy affair, usually tuxedo shoes for a man, and gowns for women. So that's a black tie affair. In the kosher world, I think it's misused a lot because most people go to so many weddings that they don't want to wear a tuxedo every day. And it's already become a little common. So what you find is like the close family and friends are all wearing tuxedos, and that black tie situation was meant for them.
Right.
And then everyone else just wears whatever they decide they want. But it should be like, I mean, I guess I understand it. If you're at the age where you're going to wedding after wedding after wedding, like if you're not one of the best men or you know, any of the bridesmaids or a close family relative, I guess it makes sense not to go all out.
I just hate, one thing I hate, it's like such a pet peeve of mine, is when you go to a wedding and the bride's dress just doesn't match the venue. Or like you go to like a crazy fancy big wedding where it's just over the top and then the bride is wearing like a slip dress.
Sometimes slip dress is chic.
But it doesn't stand out and it doesn't fit like the room. It doesn't
think-
fit the ambiance. I feel like that's important.
Listen, I'm a big fan of it. I kind of make a joke with my clients all the time. I'm like, I'm going to set a gorgeous stage. Make sure you show up wearing the right thing. Like,
Right.
don't ruin my party. But it is the thing that's most personal to her.
Right.
So if she feels the best in it, I guess that should be enough, right? For us,
I don't know, maybe like
Maybe
in the
that's too politically
photos.
correct.
No, maybe in the photos she'll be like, oh, like what was I thinking? Like sometimes people need direction.
I think so also. It depends on, a lot of people in our community specifically do not hire stylists.
I know. It's a problem.
They just go, they get
should.
whatever they get at the stores. Most of
No, they'll
our,
hire a shopper. They won't hire a stylist.
correct. And unlike most of our high-end non-kosher events and some of our higher-end kosher events, they hire a stylist. So everything sort of tells the same story. And I'm so for that. I think it makes such a difference to the guest experience. I think it's so much prettier. Photos are better. But it's not for everybody. Some people feel like they're very confident in their taste.
What's the one thing you wish people understood about what you really do?
Let me think about that. What do I wish people really understood about what we really do? I think because of social media, like it's so noisy out there with pretty things, I think they forget the energy and effort that goes into thinking and curating an experience that people feel and not just see. So I think that's very big for us. We sit there, we really think about it. We're trying to find unique moments. We're trying to find the things that you, as you walk through it, it kind of just makes you feel like you're wanted there. It's like a more intimate feeling, even though you could be in a mass party of 600-700 people, but it feels a little bit more intentional. I think that thought is not what we get credit for. I think we get credit a lot for the wow, which is super cool, but there's a lot of wow moments that you just feel. And I don't think we get, not we, but I think the industry in general doesn't get enough credit for it. Deep. No?
If you had to design your wedding all over again,
Oh my God. It would be
what
so
would
different.
you do?
I am torn with this. I want to do another wedding so badly. If anyone wants to sponsor it, it's a GoFundMe page for my next wedding with my same wife. We're celebrating 20 years
Oh, wow.
in March, God willing. Yeah.
Wow.
Which is kind of crazy. So maybe we should do something.
You should renew your vows.
We didn't have vows the first time. Like,
I
is that like
know.
a thing? It's not a thing by
It's-
us.
no, it's
We should
not.
have vows. Like we should now that we've been in them for 20 years, I think now is the time to like really dig
Well-
deep and make promises to each other. That
Well,
will
now I
keep
feel
forever.
like you've hit the 20-year mark. Like now you should throw a big party because it's like, look, it wouldn't be a waste. We were married for 20 years. You had kids. Like
We did the
you
things.
deserve it.
I think we do. My wife would kill me because she doesn't like attention, and she would never, she'd be like, let's do the bathroom over. Like, that's her thing. She'd be like, let's not waste it on this. If I had to do my wedding all over again, I would be very specific. First of all, I'd do a destination event. No question, hands down. I would want to take away the closest people to me that I feel would have the best time with me and go celebrate with them over the course of a week somewhere. I would start in some country and end in some other country. I would bring on all my friends now in the industry to like collaborate and do cool things. And I would give people, my friends and family, the experiences that I get to have all the time when I get to travel the world and do these things for incredible people and experience these conferences that we do and go to. I would want to do that. I would want to do an experience and blow out parties. Don't get me wrong, but like in cool places. Like I don't know.
What's your favorite destination?
I'm an Italy guy. Like I love Italy so much, but like then sometimes I'm like maybe the south of France is nicer. But I think I would either be in Sicily or Cannes, like one or the
I
other.
love Cannes.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Love it.
Me too. So I'd be like between those two.
Yeah.
Both by the water.
What, like on the Eden Rock?
I
You
don't
can't
know.
be basic like that.
I wouldn't be
Not
at the
that
Eden
it's
Rock.
basic, but like I feel like every few months I see another wedding there.
It's a very big, popular wedding. I think there's another big wedding coming up in a couple of days.
Oh.
That nobody knows about. That probably I should not say. But there, so you'll see it pop up again. Surprise. Yeah. Anyway.
If
Sorry.
you weren't doing this, what
would I
you
be doing? I guess I have to say therapy. Like that's what I would be doing. I feel like I do it anyway. I would probably be a therapist. Like just sit on the couch, talk to people about their situation.
I feel like you would still do something in design.
I don't
You're
know.
creative.
I think the creativity happened by happenstance. I don't think I ever thought of myself as being creative. I'm a good listener, and that's why I do great work. Not because I'm like sitting at home and being like, I want to come up with the next light bulb.
I think that your creativity really does shine through in your work. And even
you.
today, when I was looking through your stories and you were planning an engagement party
Yeah.
and like the whole setup, like there's like literal blueprints just for like where
Yeah.
the tables are going, where this is going to be, and there's going to be a wall here. And
We need that.
I think it's so interesting to see like the behind the scenes. It's like the most exterior layer of the behind the
Yeah.
scenes. And even that is just like so critical, and the amount of time and like energy that you put into your work, like you can definitely see it because
Thank
like
you.
you like the end product is just like always fabulous. And
Despite how crazy it is to get there.
yeah,
It's crazy to get there.
and it's like
But thank you.
I really wish people like who hire you would
Yeah.
like really just like understand for just like a moment
What we're doing?
what goes into it.
I think one day there'll probably be some show somewhere.
I think
maybe.
Netflix should like do a show.
There was a conversation a while ago about that, like a selling sunset vibe for the wedding industry.
There used to be a show like that.
There was a few, but they weren't really about the making of the wedding. It was about the wedding itself.
Correct.
I think there's more about, especially in our office. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
oh my God, the personalities alone would keep everyone quite entertained.
Yeah.
But it's the craziness behind the scenes is something unlike anything you've ever imagined. Project Runway. You ever see Project Runway?
Of course. They
So
filmed
you-
it in my school.
So you know, like in Project Runway, how everyone's freaking out the whole time
Yes.
because you have a 45-minute deadline? That's literally our life all day, every day.
Wow.
Intense and amazing.
I'm sure it's intense. I'm sure it's crazy, but it's all worth it.
Yeah.
And I think probably the biggest reward for yourself is seeing like everyone just happy with like
Oh my God,
the
validated.
end product, and like just everyone just happy, and like they go home and they're
Living
just, like,
living as a phantom of an event, in the shadows of an event, and seeing people's joy, and living in something that you've had in your head is like, there's nothing like it. It's like a drug. It's like you just want to feel that every day, that sense of validation and joy that
And-
you've given to people.
and that's what's going to keep you going.
I hope so. I plan on it.
Okay. Well, Josh, it's been such a pleasure having you on Call Her Tatty tonight.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you.
And I gotta either make a party or go to one of your parties.
You can come to any of our parties. Come crash
I'll
a party.
serve drinks.
You don't even have to. Just come hang out. People like a good party, and people like people who like a good party. So just come on out.
All right.
We'll have a good time.
Thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.